This is Talking Saints, the official St Patrick's Athletic podcast, and we're all systems go for the 2022 season with a Dublin derby against Shelbourne to begin on Friday evening. It's a 7:45 kickoff live on RTE2. All the away tickets are sold out, so if you don't have one, you'll have to make do with cheering us on from home. And I'm joined to look ahead to the game and the season by midfielder Jamie Lennon. Lenny, how are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Firstly, before we look ahead to 2022, let's flick back to last year. Second in the league, FAI Cup final win. How would you reflect on 2021?
Yeah, it was a brilliant season for us all. I think no one really expected us to be where we were at come the end of the season. But within the group, I think we had an inner belief and a lot of confidence in the players that we had in the room that we could achieve something last year. And it was a goal to first of all get Europe, but to try and get a good cup run. And thankfully we did that. And then obviously we had that special day in the Aviva to top it off, and it was just brilliant looking back on it now.
Yeah, we were sitting just to our left previewing that game the week of the final last year, and you were so excited for it. How did the day and the occasion and the match square up to your expectations of what it might be?
Yeah, it was really exciting, I suppose. It's kind of hard to take everything in when you're in that moment during the week and the build up on the week and the day of the final. It's hard to kind of take it all in because you're kind of so focused on the game itself. But when you look back on it, I suppose you realise like what a position you were in to play in front of close to 40,000 people in the Aviva and to actually win the game. Looking back on it now, it's just unbelievable. But at the time, it's a bit of a blur because you're just so focused on your game plan and your performance and preparing right for the game. But you'll always look back at it with good memories now.
What stands out most for you when you think back about the whole day, the night, the weekend, everything about it?
Yeah, I just say it to the lads. Like, I enjoyed the day before, the night before, like chilling out with the boys and just relaxing, forgetting about the game in the hotel and preparing for the game. I suppose was really exciting, and the bus into the Aviva is something I'll always remember, with the fans walking into the stadium and then obviously celebrating with the fans and family afterwards. Will stick out in my mind, and the day afterwards even celebrating with the fans was brilliant. Like, it's just such a community feel, and you could see how much it meant to people, like grown men crying, like just seeing how much it meant to people was unbelievable, and it makes everything you kind of do worth it then in the end.
Yeah, there's a clip that I recorded just literally seconds after Robbie scored the winning penalty, when you're like, your hands are on your head and it's like you're almost trying to process that we've actually won it. And it just showed what it meant. You said what it meant to older fans and stuff, but what it meant to you personally. You've been at the club for a long time, and that clip for me just showed you were like almost in disbelief that the achievement that actually happened.
Yeah, it was quite emotional because you kind of play over them situations in your head day in, day out, and when you're thinking about football, you dream of winning trophies, winning cups, and for it to actually happen, I suppose, was just a bit of relief in a way, kind of, because you put a lot of pressure on yourself and you put a lot of pressure on yourselves as a group to really achieve something, and to finally do it, I suppose, was just relief. So I suppose that was just what came out at the moment.
Yeah, and across the next couple of weeks the trophy made its way to everyone's house. Everyone had a couple of days with it, so you were able to bring it back home, and friends, family and stuff, and I'm sure that was nice to be able to actually physically have the trophy and show everybody what you'd contributed to.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, just to show my family the trophy and that, and it's moments like that you'll look back on with fond memories. Not every day you'll be able to bring the FAI Cup home and have it in the house for a few days, or show me mates or whatever like that. So yeah, it was a great couple of days, I suppose. It was a great, I suppose, Christmas. I suppose it just made the whole Christmas when you win the cup. Then you can kind of relax and take a little breather before you get back into it in January.
Yeah, and back into it we have been. At the end of pre-season now, a Dublin derby to start the season 2, the President's Cup in front of over 5,000 in Tala last Friday. I think 1,700 of them in the away end sold out for St Pat's. How would you assess pre-season overall? And lots of new bodies in as well. I think it's 9 new signings, and you're definitely one of the senior pros now.
Yeah, it's a really new group. A lot of new players have come in. Like, I think we need to just put last season behind us now and focus on this one, and it's actually quite an exciting season. I'm impressed with the players that have come in and gelled into the dressing room fairly quickly. Pre-season's been tough, as you expect, but It's been good, and I think lads are just itching now to get into some competitive games rather than the friendlies and the training. I suppose you want to be able to aim towards something at the end of the week, and we missed them Friday nights in competitive games. So I really look forward to Shells on Friday. You know, it's going to be a tough game. They're obviously coming up from the first division, and all eyes will be on Tolka with Damien Duff taking his first game in charge and stuff. But look, we'll be ready, and based on the President's Cup performance, there's a lot of positives to take from it. So we'll be going into that game with a lot of confidence, and we'll try to do our best to win.
Yeah, the game in Tala probably was a sign of things to come in terms of the quality of the game, the supporters, the attendance, the atmosphere, and that'll be the same in Tolka on Friday, no doubt as well. I mentioned the St Pat's End, the sold out Shells will have a couple of thousand there. The place will be full live on TV, so a real good one to start the season and hopefully to continue the momentum as well.
Yeah, exactly. We're a little bit disappointed coming away from Tala on Friday. Felt like we should have been, 2 or 3 up at half time probably, and just didn't take our chances. But you give Rovers 10-20 minutes just to settle into the game, and even if they only play for that amount of time, that like they have it in them, the quality in the squad to score, and that's what happened, and we were punished. And look, penalty is a lottery, so we know it can go either way. And but overall, there's a lot of positives to take. I think you could see the new lads have gelled straight in, and we created a lot of chances, which I think not a lot of teams do in Tala. So I suppose we could take all them sort of positives away, and we defended quite well as a team, and we played ball on the ground, and a lot of lads made their debut. So a lot of positives to take going into Shells on Friday, and the fact that it was actually, I suppose, considered a competitive game too. So we've got that under the belt now, and in front of a great atmosphere, which will be the same on Friday. So we'll be well prepared for that.
Yeah, yourself, how much do you enjoy the derbies and the atmosphere of them, and how different are they to other games? We're going to have 16 Dublin derbies in the league this year. You've obviously got Shelbourne, Bohemian, Shamrock Rovers and UCD back up as well, so almost half the games are derbies.
Yeah, they're obviously intense affairs, but they're very enjoyable, and I suppose they're sweeter when you win them compared to other maybe matches in the league. But look, I think we're well used to them at this stage now, playing every team 4 times. You play a lot of Dublin derbies every season regardless, and yeah, obviously there's more Dublin teams in the league this year, but we just take it game by game, and we're just going to try and do our best week in, week out, and it starts on Friday, focusing on Shells.
Are you the type of player who sets individual targets and targets for the group at the start of a year, or how do you go about your own kind of preparation maybe in the week of the season?
I'd set certain targets for myself privately, and I'd keep them like to myself most of the time. But as a group, I suppose we just set targets in our own dressing room with the manager and the staff, and similar to every year, we'll just aim towards them. But at the same time, you've got to just take it week by week. A lot of variables can happen throughout the season with injuries and things like that, and suspensions and whatever. But overall, you just got to take it game by game, week by week, day by day in training, pushing each other hard, make sure there's a lot of competitiveness within the squad, within positions that'll push the team in a whole as on the pitch on a Friday night. So that's all we can do at the moment, is just starting on Friday, just hit the ground running and do our best.
And lastly, we also have Europe to look forward to. I appreciate it's a little bit away in the summertime, but the achievement of finishing second last year and then ultimately winning the cup. So had we not finished in the top 4, you would have made Europe through the cup and vice versa. So I know that's on the agenda as well, and something that everyone's very excited about when the draw comes around, and getting to play for the club in the UEFA Conference League qualifiers.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to in the summer for sure. I played in the Europa League a couple of years ago when we played Norrköping from Sweden, and it was a brilliant experience, especially the away game. Although we were knocked out in the round, it was an unbelievable experience, and they were a top side in fairness. So hopefully we might do it better this time around. Obviously you need a bit of a luck in the draw, but it's days like that make you want to be a footballer, I suppose, is to play in European competitions, and especially in this league to try and put the league on the map, like clubs have in the league over the last couple of years, with Bows last season, Dundalk the year before. We want to try and do something similar this season, but as I said, a bit of luck in the draw would be nice, but it's still a bit away, so we'll think of that when it comes towards us.
We're going to chat to Tim Clancy, the manager, in just a second. He's brought in John Daly, his assistant, Sean O'Connor, Alan Matthews still around, Pat Jennings, and all of the other football staff as well. So how much have you enjoyed working under Tim and Dinty as the 2 new ones in? And they've certainly been very happy with what they've done in the off-season and put a squad together, and they seem to have a real proper link with you guys now on the training pitch, and that will translate hopefully to Friday nights.
Yeah, it's been really enjoyable since Tim and John and that have come in. Training's been enjoyable. I think lads are enjoying it. It's not I suppose monotonous. It's different every day, and it's a lot of ball. So lads are enjoying it. I think obviously Tim's done brilliant with Drogheda the last couple of years, and took this job on probably short notice, but he's put together a really good squad, I think, and he's brought in John, who obviously has a lot of experience in Scotland and that, and I think lads are really enjoying his training on the pitch. So far it's been really good. I think everything's positive. Like I said, I think you could see on Friday night the kind of style he's implementing and how we're going to go about our business this year. So yeah, starting Friday again, I think you'll see more of that, and hopefully throughout the season we could just keep progressing and building as a team.
Great stuff, Lenny. Thanks a million. Enjoy the season and the best of luck.
Cheers, thank you.